Okay, I am back. This is our second video. I talked in the last video a moment about the stats that I had received from that facts. Well, I actually found the facts. The facts is titled "You Are Rich," and I'm actually going to have this typed out at the bottom of this blog. But it said that 6% or 6 people of that 100 would possess 59% of the world's wealth, and all 6 would be Americans. All 6 would be Americans. Doesn't mean necessarily the richest Americans. That means all of us. We're all wealthy compared to everybody else in the world. 1 would be near death, another elderly. 1 would be near birth, in other words, just born. 1 would have a college education. 1 person would have a college education. 1% of the world. 1 would own a computer. You're looking at this right now because you own a computer, so you're richer than 99% of the world. 80% would live in substandard housing. 80%, I was wrong about that, it's 80%. 70% would be unable to read and write, and 50% would suffer from malnutrition. So, you know, again, we all have a hard time, we all take for granted the things that we have, but please start focusing on the things that we can be grateful for, especially during the Thanksgiving holiday. You know, and another thing, if we can keep an attitude of gratitude, then as we go into the new year and we focus and we keep that energy of gratitude and we start attracting things that make us more gracious, then we can make 2010 one of the best years ever. Even though we're in the middle of an economic crisis, we can still make it one of the best years ever. So let's work on that. So what's a technique to help you get into a state of gratitude? Well, I got this from Anthony Robbins. I think it works extremely well. What you do is you take about 10 minutes a day, and you can do this in a seated, meditating, prayer position, or however you want to do it. But you do what's called your circle of gratitude. And you take 10 minutes and you just focus on the things you're grateful for. And you start with, you know, the family members that are closest to you. You know, for example, myself, I think about Kelly, and I think about what it is that I'm grateful for with Kelly. You know, the fact that she is so supportive, the fact that she's such a great mom, and she's, you know, in my opinion, she's the most beautiful woman on the earth. And she, you know, she's my best friend, you know, and I focus on these things that make me just really love that woman. And then I go to my kids and I start thinking about Zoe and what I love about her, and Phoenix, and then Lorelai, and I start thinking about the baby coming and think about what makes me so grateful. I mean, even sitting here talking to you right now, I can feel myself getting excited, and you know, it just feels really, really good. So you do this with your close circle, and then you move out a level. You start thinking about the people that maybe are a little bit further away from you, but like your mom or your grandparents or your friends, you know, and think about them individually. Think about what it is about them that makes you grateful. And then you start thinking about, you know, your surroundings. You know, I like to keep the inner circle just about your inner family. And then when you start moving your circle out, you start thinking about things as well. Think about your house. You know, think about the fact that you have running hot water whenever you want it. Because trust me, if that hot water's gone, you will be grateful that first day that water's turned back on. Think about after the hurricanes when we don't have running water, electricity, cold food, cold drinks. Think about all these things that you have every single day that you don't think about. Think about the fact that you can go to the bathroom and flush the toilet and get all that waste out, and you don't have to go to an outhouse. You know, think about the fact that you have air conditioning or heating, and you have a car that runs. Think about the things that are, again, close to you that you're thankful for. And then start thinking about the things even further away. Think about, again, like I talked about yesterday in the last video, some of the roads, the fact that we have roads and we have, you know, power and electricity and libraries, and then think about your job and think about the things about your job that you do like. Because there is something in your job that you like, or you wouldn't be there. That job is okay for you. For some reason, it provides you with something that you need. Whether you think you hate it or not, there's something about it that you like. So find what it is that you like and think about that and feel what that makes you feel. Think and feel about the people that you work with. And keep expanding that circle further and further away from you. And do this for about 10 minutes. And what you'll find is that when you're done with that 10 minutes, you will be so grateful for your life. You know, and I kind of forgot a step here. Start with yourself. Before you start with your extended family, start with yourself. Think about, you know, what it is about yourself that you're happy for. The fact that you can read, the fact that you can write, the fact that you are dependable enough to have a job, the fact that you are loving enough to have a family that loves you, the fact that you're healthy enough to get up out of bed every day. You know, even if you're in pain, think about the things that are health. Think about your health. Don't focus on the pain, okay? Focus on the health. And then you start expanding those circles. At the end of that 10 minutes, you're going to feel a good solid state of gratitude. And that's a great way to start the day. Instead of getting up and rushing around and trying to get the kids to school and try to get your coffee and try to get this done and then walk out and you're all hurried and then you get to work and life just goes crazy on you. Take that 10 minutes, get up 10 minutes early and get yourself gracious. Be grateful for what you have. And it's going to make a huge difference in your life. Another thing you can do that will really add a big step to this is get up 30 minutes early and walk or do some kind of exercise. You know, and while you're walking, you practice this simple breathing technique. And watch my fingers. So you walk down the street, you do this breathing technique while you're thinking about your circle of gratitude. And what this is going to do is it's going to incorporate your physical body with the emotion, and it's just going to make the effects that much bigger. So try this for 30 days. Try this from Thanksgiving to New Year's and see how much better your life feels. And then when you sit down and write those New Year's resolutions, you'll be in a state of mind, you'll be in a gracious, ready to go, excited, powerful state of mind, and you can attack those New Year's resolutions. And it may be next week, I'm not sure, but one of these next couple weeks, I'm going to go through the steps that it takes to change your life. I learned this a few months ago. It took everything that I've studied over the last 20 years and put it in a very, very excellent summarized position and graph that you can put on an 8x10 sheet of paper and carry with you. It's a phenomenal technology, and I'm going to teach that to you so that you have that tool when you go into the new year for whatever goal it is that you want to reach. But for right now, let's work on state, let's work on gratitude, let's work on getting ourselves to appreciate what we have. Okay? Please enjoy, please try this technique. Give yourself 30 days, give yourself at least 21 days every single day of doing this. It takes 21 days to develop a habit. Do it unconditionally. Do not miss it for the next 21 days, and you will see a huge difference in your life. And let me know how it goes. Let me know what you notice. Again, drpricedc@aol.com, or you can put a comment on this blog and just let me know what kind of changes you notice. All right, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me. Just talking about this stuff just gets me jazzed. So anyway, have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.